tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Open man is Duvernay, and he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
His 48-yard line.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Dancing to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Six nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Ravens 6, Browns nothing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Give to Nick Chubb.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to look deep now. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll give it to Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
38-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And that one will fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40.
Can't be denied,
and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 52-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Jump the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
The 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 18.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Mostert, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 46-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Ravens first down.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Three yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1st and goal.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Delay of game, offense.
You can't do that.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And they'll try the option on first and goal. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He's at the 50. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Throwing. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
3-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 23.
They run the counter. Dobbins. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll have a
Yeah, I use a dub. I'm a win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce.